again, welcome to the second video in this short series about how a beginner can start putting their music in the form of music videos up on YouTube. And the first thing to do is look at what we've done already and what can we improve. What's the easiest thing to improve that will have the most impact? And I would say that the shape of this picture is a problem. The typical aspect ratio for YouTube videos is more like this, but naturally a mobile phone will film like this. Of course, a lot of people look at YouTube videos on their mobile phones. So moving to something a bit more square would be good. And the second thing would be the microphone, which is providing the audio part of the video. For this first version I've shown you of how to do it, the microphone may not be that great, and so it may make the sound of your singing voice or of your instrument, guitar, harpsichord, glockenspiel, trumpet, trombone, whatever it is you're playing, it may kind of distort it into something that's not very pleasant to the ear. So we need to move on to something which is better audio-wise and something which has a better aspect ratio in terms of the visuals of the video. So we're going to go down to my basement. This is the camera I've been using for 2.5 years, maybe 3 years. It's a Canon EOS M200. I don't know what these cost now. I mean, probably like 100 quid, 150 quid maybe. It's not a digital SLR, it's a digital compact camera. But it does have, you can take the SIM card out and move that to your computer, and you can plug in a USB lead and take data off it. But it does have the ability to shoot video. I think most cameras do these days. I'm not advertising for Canon, by the way. It could be any make. It could be, Nikon or Sony. And the good thing about it is it does have a microphone, so it will pick up audio, but not in any kind of high fidelity way. But it does mean you have an audio track at least. And critically, the ability to flip up the back screen like this. Let's switch the camera on. Take off the end cap. So you can be in front of the camera and you can see what image is being captured, what video is being captured live. As you can see, I've got it on a tripod, which looks like a really good tripod, but it's actually a pain in the ass. It's got all sorts of bad design features, but it's heavy and solid. I got it second-hand locally. And I'm in my sort of industrial looking basement. I've painted half of it, so it looks better in this direction. And this doubles as a workshop and recording studio. It's very small. It's probably less than 3 meters across and about 4 meters long. And I use it for changing the tires on bicycles, metalwork, woodwork, recording, fixing guitars, everything really. The most important thing is it has electrical power and lights. And speaking of lights, really important for videos is to have enough light. So I'll just show you that as well as the ceiling light, I also have this from a hardware store. It's really a sort of mechanics lamp for in garages and things, but it's a powerful light and works as a spotlight, and it was the right price. Okay, so now I'm using the camera which I just showed you, and it's got all kinds of advantages. Of course the image is going to be clearer, there are more pixels, the lenses are better, and you can do things like alter the ISO setting live to get more and less light, and you've got the correct aspect ratio for YouTube videos. but you can immediately see that there's a choice to be made. Do you want to see the person's face, or do you want to see the instrument? If you want to see both, you've got to get quite far away. Or else so there we are, we're capturing both video and sound. Again, what we're recording is the sound in the room. So whatever you play, if it's an acoustic instrument, no problem, you're straight into the microphone. If you're going to play electric instruments, then you're going to have to be playing through through amplifiers with speakers. So can you capture something like a full band sound with just this camera? Yes, you can, to some extent. So one way that I started was by finding on YouTube, on my computer, some sort of, here we go, let's go for this, jazz drums. I apologise if you can hear the heater, but it's incredibly cold in here, so I've got to have my heater on. Okay, so but that's not good enough sound. So the way to go, for me at least, the easiest thing to do was to plug the computer into some desktop speakers and produce a decent backing track sound. Have that playing in the room and then play and sing on top of that. Thanks for watching.